Alright, what is up guys, N4 here and welcome back to yet another movie review, and today we're going to be talking about James Wan's Malignant, okay? The movie that everyone is having a hard time pronouncing for some odd reason, okay? I don't know why, it's not that big of a word, alright? But we'll see, man. We're going to be talking about it. But this is a movie from James Wan. If you guys don't know who he is, put some respect on his name, man, okay? He's brought us movies like The Conjurings and the Annabelle movies and the Saw movies and even Fast and Furious 7. So, this guy has a pretty impressive resume, alright? So go check him out if you haven't already. And if you don't know, now you know, alright? This guy, pretty good, man. So we're going to be saying if this movie is a hit. We're going to see if it's like another good movie for his resume. Was it like a flop? Did it exceed my expectations? Was I underwhelmed? What did I think about this movie overall? Do I think you should see it in theaters, or do I think you should just watch it on HBO Max? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about it. Okay, so the first half of this video is just going to be me talking about the movie, the pros and some of the cons. And like once we get to like the halfway point, I'm going to let you guys know when we get to like spoiler territory. So if you guys don't want to get spoiled anything, if you want to watch it on your own accord, I will gladly respect that, alright? But this movie overall, I'm going to be 100% honest, it was something that I did not expect. Okay, because I thought, keep in mind, I didn't see any of the trailers, okay? I didn't see any trailers, I just saw this picture. So I was like, okay, this is just going to be some typical slasher movie with a bunch of random women. I was wrong. This movie went the complete opposite direction. So, I don't know. It was weird. It was strange. This movie, I thought it was just going to be some like realistic slash movie like Scream or something, and it was not. It's like a mixture like, I don't even know. I want to say like Paranormal Activity type stuff, but it wasn't really. It's hard to explain. I'll talk more about it once we get into the spoiler territory stuff, but James Wan, he knows how to make a good movie. He knows, how to make things weird and interesting and exciting and stuff like that. So it was a well-made movie. But I don't know. It didn't really do much for me personally. Like once I finished this movie, I was just kind of like, okay. Like it was okay, I guess. Didn't really blow my mind. Didn't really make me want to see a sequel or anything like that. But it was solid. I thought it was okay. Not his best work ever, but it has its good things about it. It has its pros. I thought the characters in this movie were really good, especially the main character. I forgot her name. I gotta look it up for a second. But I thought she did a really good job with what she had to do. Cause man, in this movie she goes through it. Okay, let me just tell you that. Okay, she goes through it. Okay, her name is Annabelle Wallace. Okay, yeah, she get this woman an Oscar or something, okay? Because the things that she had to do in this movie, man. The rest of the supporting cast were pretty solid. None of them were really bad. None of them really bothered me too much. They were just kind of there. Didn't really steal any scenes that they were in. Didn't really bore me to death. They were just kind of solid, I guess. As for the killer itself, this is when the movie starts to like lose me a little bit. Because like I said, I thought this was going to be like Scream, some random humanoid person killing off people, but this movie went the complete opposite direction. So honestly, I don't know. It depends on what kind of movies you like. If you like James Wan, then you're going to love this movie, okay? But if you're not into all that like weird, like stuff like that, then you probably won't like this movie that much. And I will say this, the movie isn't too bloody and gory at the beginning, in the middle. Like it has, like it's R-rated, so of course it's gonna have some like, some like stuff that's gonna be like, ooh. But nothing is too bad in like the first and second half. But once you get to the third act of the movie, that's when it starts to get like, ooh, like that's disgusting, like stuff like that. But that's really like towards the ending of the movie. So I'd say it's pretty tame in terms of like blood and guts and gore and stuff like that. Till the third act, that's when it's like, okay, guys, like. That's pretty disgusting. But maybe it's because I've seen like hundreds to thousands of horror movies before, so it didn't affect me too much, but it was pretty disgusting if I say so. Don't eat food while you watch this movie, okay? Let's just say that. Alright, man, I think that's a solid place to start talking about spoilers and stuff like that. So if you don't want to know anything, you want to watch the movie on your own, you got 3, 2, 1, Zero. Okay, so this movie was weird, man. Okay, I thought, well, the main character thought that she was just having hallucinations. She was just imagining these things in her dreams and stuff like that. But turns out she has this freaking parasite inside of her, and it's like her imaginary friend. It's a weird thing. I don't know, man. This movie was tripping me up, bro. Like the killer, it like takes over her body. It's strange. It's like someone that she's known as a kid, but she has like some like mental issues. She can't really remember everything. It was weird. Okay, the killer, it was pretty forgettable in my opinion. It was interesting. I thought the whole like parasite thing, it took me by surprise. I really wasn't expecting that. Like I said, I thought this was just gonna be some typical slasher movie. Okay, I was wrong. Clearly, probably should have watched some of the trailers before I watched this movie. So that's on me. But yeah, man. Like I said, the movie, like once it's revealed that it is the parasite, that's like when the third act really hits. That's when it starts to get like really bloody, really gore. Like the scene in the prison where like she's like peeling at the back of her head trying to get the parasite out. Like, that was so disgusting. I couldn't believe it. But, it had a really weird plot. It had at least good characters. I think the blood and guts and the gore, like the violence and the kills, were actually pretty solid, pretty decent. I really enjoyed them. James Wan, I don't know what you were doing with this. So, it's not a bad movie or anything. It's just it wasn't what I was hoping. Okay, let's just say that. Not bad, but it wasn't what I was expecting from him. But that's just me. Okay, this movie. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I think I enjoyed it slightly more than I hated it, just because the plot was at least somewhat interesting. It took me by surprise. I thought the characters were at least pretty decent, pretty understandable, stuff like that. I don't know. It was weird. But if you are on the fence about watching this movie, I'd say just go ahead and watch it on HBO Max. You don't really have to go and see this one in theaters, honestly. But if you enjoy paranormal stuff, if you enjoy Parasite stuff, if you enjoy James Wan, then go watch it in theaters, okay? If this is your kind of thing, then go for it. But man, I'll give this movie like a 7 out of 10. Didn't really do much for me, but it's a decent watch. I'd say go for it if you want. But yeah, I'm NA4, and I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But yeah, peace.